Hey guys, what's going on? Coach Dan. Probably can't see a whole lot here because it's pretty dark out. It's pushing 9:30 at night, and I just finished my last workouts of the night, and I'm heading back home, and I'm starving. But anyway, that's another story for another day. What I wanted to talk to you about today is two coaches that I saw tonight. One that I watched, and one that came over and was asking me some questions. Now, I don't have a ton of guys that I train at my facility. My facility is inside batting cages, so it's really cool. I get to work with baseball players where baseball players love to hang out. The nights that I train, I'm packed. All right, I'm booked solid. And one coach came over to me and asked, "Hey, Dan, how do you have a full load of kids every night?" And my initial response was, well, I've had them for years and they just keep coming back. And then I stopped to think about it, and it kind of made me think of the other coach that I was watching. And this other coach, I saw him training a softball player and worked on hitting for about 25 minutes, and then started running over to the cages and talking to whoever he could see. And then I saw him go back, and he was working with a pitcher, a young guy, maybe 12-year-old pitcher. Again, another 25 minutes. And then I saw him run over to the cages, and he's talking to anybody that he could see. Then he went back, and he was working with what looked like a bigger guy. I'm going to guess that he's a junior, maybe a senior in high school, on hitting. So the guy's got this whole array of clients that he's working with, but yet in between each workout, he goes and he's hustling to get new clients or new ball players to work with. And I'm not going to knock him for the effort that he's putting into going out and getting these ball players, but the coach that came over to talk to me is a hitting instructor. He doesn't do pitching, he doesn't do softball, he just does baseball hitting instruction. And my advice to him, which is my advice to you guys as coaches, if you guys do lessons on the side, is to find what you love, what you do really well, and stick with it. I'm a strength and conditioning guy. Can I teach some guys how to hit a little bit better? Yeah, sure. Can I teach some guys how to pitch a little bit better? Probably. But I'm a strength and conditioning guy. It's what I do. It's what I'm best at. So that's what I stick with, and that's why I've got these guys who keep coming back year after year, and why at this point on the nights that I'm training, I can't take any more guys. All right, I've got my time slots are full because I do what I love, and I stick with it. So my advice to you guys as coaches is, if you're doing lessons, find what you love. Don't be one of these jack of all trades, master of none. Find what you love and stick with it. It's kind of ironic that I got an email on my phone as I was leaving, as I was walking out to the car, from Seth Godin, or Godin. Honestly, I don't know how to say his last name, but definitely a guy that you guys should read. He's the author of quite a few books, and today's email was about what you do, and is it a chore or is it an art form? I can look at going over there and training these ball players as, okay, I've got to go to work, I've got to go take these kids, put them in the weight room, make them work out, make them get stronger. Or I can look at it and say, okay, this is my art, it's my passion, there's real desire to get better every time I go in there. And I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination, don't get me wrong at all here, I am not the best strength coach in the world. I have no delusions of that. I can rattle off 100 guys who are better than me at what I do, but I have a passion for what I do, and that comes through in the programs that we put together for our guys. you look around the internet and you're going to see 4 or 5 guys. You're going to see the guys from Diesel Crew who they'll blow me out of the water. Zach down at the Underground, Zach Evanesh, Cressy, Mike Boyle, just to name a few off the top of my head. And these guys are geniuses in the industry of strength and conditioning. But they don't have that passion for baseball that I do, which is where they have the passion for making better athletes. And for me, it just happens to be that I love to make better athletes who play baseball. And that passion, I think, comes through in what I do. At least I hope it does. I hope you guys see that. And I like to think that I've done a pretty good job of mastering what I do. And that's why I've had guys ask me, hey, can you teach my son how to pitch? Can you teach him how to hit? Yeah, I could, but I don't have the passion for it. So as coaches, find what you're passionate about and really dive into it head first. As ball players, and I know I got a bunch of baseball players that watch this, I pitch a little bit, I catch a little bit, I play a little bit of third, first, outfield, whatever. Find your position. Find what you want to do and master that. Master that one position so that when somebody asks you what position you play, you don't play pitcher. You are a pitcher. You embody it. You are a first baseman. You are a catcher. You embody those positions, and that passion is really going to drive you to be a better ball player. Same thing goes for you parents that are watching. Really encourage your ball player to have that passion for what they do. And when you guys go to work every day, don't think about, and it's getting off the subject of strength and conditioning and baseball and all, but when you guys go to work in the morning, are you going to a job, or are you going someplace where you can really hone your skills and really make something? If you're a computer programmer, are you just going and banging around on keys on a computer, or are you creating something that's really going to make a difference somewhere down the line, whether it's in your life or the company's life? Is it something that's really going to have an impact? Whatever you do, have a passion for it and really love what you do, and that passion is really going to drive you. It's really going to take you to the next level in your coaching career, as a ball player, to take you to the next level in your playing career, as somebody who goes out and goes to their daily grind. It's going to take that daily grind away and really make it something that you love to do every day. So maybe I'm getting a little deep and philosophical here, but watching a couple coaches tonight and then reading that email that I got really kind of stuck it in my head that we're not just going through the motions and being robotic about what we do, but when we have a passion about it, whatever it is, if you have that passion about it, you're going to do so much better at it, and it's going to show, and it's really going to take you to the next level. So, hey, take it for what it's worth. If you're still watching at this point, thanks, I appreciate it. If you're not, if you tuned me out, well, then you're not hearing this anyway. All right, it's Coach Dan from BaseballTrainingBlueprint.com and BaseballStrengthBlog.com, signing off. Have a good night.